not really having a designated place to record because it's a tiny apartment and there's a lot of people here, but we're gonna get the show on the road anyway. I can't even find my tripod. Just bear with me, guys. I keep making excuses in my head why I should not film, and they're just not valid enough. Like for example, I have a little 4-year-old. Hi Gia, say hi.
Hi, Barakan.
So basically my whole topic of today is being a prison wife, girlfriend, partner. When they're in and you're out, it can be really hard, especially when there's children involved. In my instance, he went in when I was pregnant, very early. My pregnancy was about 4 months. Yeah, and I was waiting to get picked up to go out to eat, and my son was undergoing this heavy chemo treatment, which thank God he's okay now. I'm grateful. That was a really rough 3.5 years, but yeah, my man was actually the little silver lining in that bad situation. He was the only one that was actually really there for me during that time. He was there for my son, and that for me was just like, I needed that so bad. And we fell in love and I got knocked up. So I ended up moving back to Jersey because I was in Miami with that.
I love you. Put it up.
Okay, and I'll have to finish this elsewhere. So back to what I was saying, in a better area, better lighting too. I guess it'll work for now. I ended up going back to where I am now, thousands of miles away from where he initially got arrested. But then from there, he ended up going all the way to California. And that was horrible because I have no means of going to see him. Like, I literally never got to see him for the whole 4 years that he was gone. I was pregnant. I was in New Jersey. I was dealing with my son's treatment. It was just a lot going on. And then also trying to get situated back, trying to reintegrate a normal life among everything going on. So it was pretty hard. I have my notes here if you see me looking down. I didn't have the man to help me out. Luckily, I did have family that were very helpful. But like, you can't touch, kiss, or hold the person you love, and from a distance, it really does suck. It gets really lonely. We did have our on and off dating moments. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I held him down. Oh, a lot of women do lie about that, or they just don't follow that. But like, I never lied to him. It was always out in the open. I'm actually too honest. If anything, I'm too honest. But he respected that. He wasn't exactly a saint either before or while in there, up until him coming here. Now we go through our stuff, but we got a kid. There's love, definitely love there, so we're kind of working it out. Anywho, my experience was a roller coaster. So you can only imagine the shitstorm that had commenced with all this madness and craziness. And this was back, we initially started talking in 2015. He was a friend of my brother. And then 2016, we came together as one. I got knocked up. 2017, I had my daughter, and they let him out. Not really a Trump fan, but I will give the man this. He helped my man get out of prison on the CARES Act, which he let a lot of inmates with nonviolent crimes, nonviolent offenders with nonviolent crimes, get compassionate release regarding their health. My man has asthma and like bronchiolitis. He uses a pump. So I was worried about that too, because in the prison that he was actually in, there was like inmates as well as correction officers dying from COVID in there, and it was a really scary time. And not only that, like with everything, the healthcare in there isn't that great. You know, the food is expired from what he told me, or soon to be expired. They used to feed him chicken that says not meant for human consumption. I don't think that's chicken. I think that's mystery meat. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why they allow that. But anyways, the ACLU really fought for him to come home, and he did. And it's been great. I mean, you know, it's kind of hard for him to get used to reintegrating into regular life. I had to be very patient. I really wasn't, because it took him a very long time to actually find work, and you know, I should have been a little more patient with him, because he's like thriving now. I will tell you this though, he's on the bracelet till 2025. So, and now they're saying something that Biden supposedly wants to send the inmates back in, and that's another scare that we're actually going through now, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I just feel like it's almost inhumane at this point. As you all may know, there is a stigma that goes with being a prison wife, girlfriend, partner, significant other, what have you. Everyone will talk their ish, you know what I mean? Odds of lasting are slim. You guys aren't gonna last. You know, all guys in prison are like this. Yada, yada, yada. You've heard it all before. It actually does happen in a lot of instances. You know, women unknowingly, you know, get with these men. They have no idea who they are. They only go by what they tell them. And unfortunately, in the end, it doesn't end up too great. Or it could be someone that they knew already, and it didn't work out when the guy comes home. You just never know. You know, even right now, I'm with him right now. We don't know. Don't let him see this. But, you know, there's no sex, no visits while he's in. He was too far. He couldn't see his daughter. He missed the birth, the first steps. Right now, our struggles is a constant fear of him going back in. The fear of the unknown. You know, and we just got to be ready, you know. Another thing I want to talk about is people's opinions. You don't ask for them, they just are voiced and thrown at you like raindrops on a warm day. Don't let them get to you. The opinions of anybody and everybody who has something to say that does not go with your views or how you see it, or in a haterish manner. Book 'em. That's it. 4-year-old. So, another thing I want to say is, if he can get a phone, he will. And if he has one, he's online. He's probably got a profile or 2 or 3. He's probably on TikTok. By the way, you guys, side note, Prison Talk is like really thriving on TikTok. I don't know how, but I think it's funny. I've seen him and girls flirt. You just have to be ready for what comes with that. I mean, at the end of the day, we never knew where our journey was gonna take us. We never really got to spend that much time together before his bid. So we were taking a chance, and the love was definitely there. So here we are now. My advice to you would be this: if you're with your man, stick by your man. He's gonna need that support. He's gonna need you to tell him it's okay and you'll be fine. I say it like this. Yeah, I could have been different and cut him off completely for the things that we had previously been through, but I know he's in there, and I know he's alone, and I know he has nobody. Like, I want to be there for him as much as I can because he was there for me. So if you're going to be with him, be with him. Let me see. People will hate, but nobody really understands you guys. So brush off the opinions. Oh my God, don't mind my disgusting nails. Don't mind the opinions of my nails and other people. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's your life. And that's it. That's it. Also know that if he's giving you a lot of attention when he gets out, he may not be that way. So if he's calling you 5-10 times a day, if you guys end up living together, or not even, or living close by, or what have you, don't expect that same amount of attention. Remember, they're in there, they have nothing better to do. They have nothing better to do. They have tons of time on their hands. It's not like being out in the real world. So keep that in mind. Don't get upset. Let the man situate himself before you start coming at his throat. Another part I'd like to add is create a coming home plan accordingly. And by that, you know, if you guys have plans and talks about the future, which I'm sure most of you have, to see where things are going to go, and if you do decide to live together, well, and you know the release date is coming upon you guys soon, it's best to be ready with a way to get documentation, get some clothes, toiletries set up for him to be ready when he comes home. They're going to give him a little money to leave, but they're not going to give him much. So you got to kind of really be the backbone and be that strong woman for him. So plan accordingly. Another one again, be supportive. He's going to be frustrated, mad at himself. Oh my God, I can't get this. I feel like I can't do this. And it's a hassle to get my license or to get my birth certificate, especially if they have no type of documents with them. To retrieve all that is going to take a process. It can take months, which in my case it did. But be patient and be supportive. Another one. Okay, and that was my random alarm. And again, okay, now it stopped. All right, where was I? Oh geez, where was I? Create a coming home, be supportive. Check support groups on Facebook. That's a really good one, and that really helped me. Not only did I find a lot of information that I would have otherwise not known, you can also get the opportunity to meet a great group of gals. I have, and we started our own little group chat, and it was a bunch of us, and a lot of our paths have changed, but we still remain in touch. And it's been, I want to say, the chat has been going on for 7 years. Wow, that's kind of insane. So definitely check out the support groups on Facebook, the prison wife groups, prison families. There's some great women on there, strong, independent, and pretty cool chicks. So don't forget about that. Oh, that's also a good way that you can try to carpool to visit your loved one, or, you know, get other information on doing things of that nature. So keep that in mind. So now that he's here, we are faced with those challenges that I had mentioned earlier. Getting on your feet, finding work, retrieving documents, reporting. Also, depending on who the PO is, they can be a little difficult. You just have to be very patient, and you have to work with them regardless, because well, those who know, you cannot mess with them too much. They like to mess with you, but you got to be careful and not, because that's what they want. So means of transportation, also a big one. I had to buy a little junker, my first car actually, for him to get around. So yeah, we did that, fixed it up a little bit, and she's running like a beaut. So now he's being a great husband, father, helping us out, and we're just excited to see where this journey takes us. Taking it easy, he's staying out of trouble, which for me was like the biggest thing, because I would not continue with him if he would continue eating the shit that he was prior to him being incarcerated. You know, after he got incarcerated, I ended up working for the police department and what have you. So, you know, I have some morals embedded in me that are a little tough to break because of that. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. Let me know your experience. I know I'm not the only one out there. So, till next time.